In 1991, a Canadian woman entered the Quinnell Museum in British Columbia, holding a small wooden box in her hands. Her face was pale, her eyes troubled, as if she had finally rid herself of an unbearable weight. Inside the box was a doll, but it was no ordinary doll. Its face was cracked, its glass eyes shattered, and its gaze seemed unnervingly lifelike, as if it were hiding something. With a trembling voice, the woman said, "I can't keep it anymore. Strange things have been happening in my house, and I think this doll is the cause." The museum, eager to add rare artifacts to their collection, agreed to take the doll, unaware that they were receiving something far beyond an ordinary toy. Mandy was placed in the museum's storage area, away from public view, but she didn't remain silent for long. Employees began noticing strange occurrences. Paperwork would be scattered around the room during the night, despite the doors being locked. Then, electronic devices in the museum started malfunctioning, acting erratically whenever someone walked near the storage room. And at night, the sound of crying, a child's cry, could be heard clearly near the storage area. One employee who worked the night shift later said, "I was on my shift one night, and I heard crying coming from the storage room. I opened the door quickly. There was no one there, just Mandy, staring at me with her glassy eyes." After some time, the museum decided to put Mandy on public display. But what happened next was beyond anyone's expectations. Visitors started reporting strange things. Some said that Mandy's eyes followed them, no matter where they stood in the room. Children suddenly burst into tears without any apparent reason when they were near her. Some attempted to take pictures, but their phones malfunctioned or the photos came out blurry and distorted. Others felt an overwhelming sensation of being watched, as if the doll was observing them, almost looking for something within them. Rumors began to spread. This isn't just a doll. Something is inside it. Despite the growing number of reports, the museum tried to downplay the situation. They claimed it was just a coincidence or maybe the result of a psychological effect on the visitors. But the curiosity didn't stop. In fact, it only grew. The museum, in an effort to ease the public's fear, called in investigators specializing in the paranormal to study Mandy. One of the investigators, after examining the doll closely, remarked, "There's an inexplicable energy surrounding this doll. I can't describe it fully, but it's clear that something unusual is happening here. It might be linked to a real spirit, or perhaps a tragic event from the past." Soon, a local legend began to emerge. Mandy had once belonged to a little girl who died under mysterious circumstances. And, according to the legend, her spirit, bound to the doll by an intense attachment, never left, remaining trapped inside it forever. Today, Mandy remains housed inside a special glass case at the museum. What's strange is that she's the only doll that's separated from the others, as if the museum is protecting the others from her. The staff avoids getting close to her after sunset. Some visitors leave apology notes next to her, and others ask for forgiveness, especially if they feel they've mocked or looked at her with contempt. Mandy has become part of an ongoing local mystery, and everyone who stands before her seems to feel an eerie connection, as if she's staring right into their souls. One visitor wrote in the guest book, "When I got home after seeing her, I started hearing footsteps in the hallway. I was alone, or so I thought." Think about it. Can a doll truly carry a spirit, pain, or even a desire for revenge? Or is it simply our minds that create terror out of lifeless objects? No matter the truth, Mandy remains one of the most mysterious and terrifying dolls in the world. And if you ever visit the museum, remember this. Don't stare too long into her eyes, because Quite possibly, she may just stare back at you. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Leave us a comment below. Do you believe dolls can be haunted? And do you have a similar story when you've experienced or heard from someone else? We'll see you in another chilling story very soon.